Yo, Nintendo, what you up to? Gosh. Hello, you lovely internet people. Welcome to a commentary on Nintendo. And what are they doing? Right now, nobody knows what they're doing. All we got from E3 was that there's a new Legend of Zelda, and it looks like it's on Wii U, but I'm not sure. Is it actually coming to Wii U? Is it going to be this whole thing where it releases on the NX first, and then gets released on the Wii U? What is going on with Nintendo right now? We don't know anything about their console. We don't know if it's going to use an AMD APU. We don't know if it's going to be VR related in any way, shape, or form. We don't know. Wait, we kind of know what games are on it. We don't really know when it's coming out. We think 2017 right now. We just don't know anything when it comes to Nintendo. Nintendo's just so close-lipped about everything, and it's kind of weird because we know that they lost the console race, obviously. But they still have their good first-party games going for them. The Wii U was supposed to be the console that maybe got Nintendo into the third-party market. That didn't happen, so they kept making first-party content to carry themselves through the generation. But that wasn't gonna last that long, let's be honest. So now the Nintendo was probably the first. I want to say Nintendo was the first to be those guys that are stepping into this whole weird half-generation thing. And then after that, we heard about the PlayStation 4.5, now codenamed Neo. And then at E3, we're hearing about Project Scorpio. But at the same time, even though we heard about the NX first, which is the codename for whatever new console they're making, we got no details about it whatsoever. Now, then again, the PlayStation Neo doesn't have much information going for it, but we have a better idea. We know that they're aiming for VR. We know that they want the Neo and PS4 hybrid solution. We know that kind of stuff. We know it's an AMD APU because AMD's been pumping out things for the consoles mainly. We know about that stuff. But Nintendo, we just don't know anything. Microsoft is probably the guys that gave us the most information on their new console. And they're the latest people to do it, to talk about the new console in the first place. I think. I want to say they're the... Well, they say they want 4K gaming. Well, that's what PlayStation wanted too. They say... Obviously, it's not going to happen. Seriously. They're not getting 4K gaming. Let's be honest here. But anyway, they both want VR. PlayStation with PSVR. Xbox with Oculus. Probably. We don't actually know for sure yet. But I'm going to assume probably Oculus is what they want to go for. Maybe something else in case they want to, like, beat them in the price game. Or maybe, just maybe, Oculus will lower the price in time for PSVR to come out and all that stuff. But we're not talking about Microsoft and Sony. We're talking about Nintendo. And what we know about Nintendo is nothing. We have little details. All we know is that some games got pushed back a ton to be released for the NX. There might be a 2017 release. We don't really have any idea what the power will be. Will the power be capable of VR? Will it be as powerful as a PS4 and Xbox One? Will it be trying to get as powerful as the Project Scorpio and codename Neo? Are we going to get a console that tries to go for the third-party market again, make it easy for third parties to develop for? Or is Nintendo going to continue the route of our first-party games are what sell the console? Exclusivity is what sells the console, which is kind of right to some extent, let's be honest here, when it comes to consoles. Or at least the PS4 and Xbox One is usually the exclusives that make up what you are going to do, or the price, but usually the exclusives are what end up doing stuff, because the hardware is basically the same. Let's be honest here. Now, I want to talk about the whole exclusivity thing in a different commentary later, but this was just me trying to get something off my chest. I talk about it with my dad all the time and brother all the time. Nintendo has not shown anything. And because they have not shown anything, is anyone all that excited for what Nintendo has to bring? Now, the Legend of Zelda game looks absolutely phenomenal with the open world, with all the different features they have on it, but it makes me skeptical. Is that all going to be on the Wii U? With all the stuff they're trying to push into that game, is the Wii U capable of doing that? Then again, the art style doesn't look that intensive, to be honest, so they could do it on the Wii U, but I'm very skeptical. Are they going to do an announcement like, oh wait guys, you know that amazing Legend of Zelda game we told you about at E3? It's going to be an NX launch title instead, and it will never be released on the Wii U, or the Wii U port will be crap. Something like that. You know how my brother actually told me about this. I wasn't aware of this before, but something happened where Twilight Princess was supposed to be made for the GameCube, and then the Wii came out, so they released it on the Wii, and then I think later it was released on the GameCube, so it was kind of weird and iffy, and I didn't know because I was like super young back then, so I was like, oh wait, was this game already on the GameCube and then on the Wii, or what happened with that? Why is it on the GameCube? Besides, it probably plays better on the GameCube because GameCube controller is just so much better. All those Wii games that I just hated playing because the Wii had a weird controller, it was annoying. And what else can I talk about? I don't know. With the Wii U, they actually have better controllers for third-party games, so they did have the potential to make good third-party relationships, but then the console was too hard to develop for, so Ubisoft was like, nope. I guess Activision was like, nope, except for Skylanders, among other things. What other companies were like, nope? A lot of companies were like, nope. Nobody buys a Wii U and says, oh, I'm gonna get all these third-party titles on my Wii. No, nobody does that. So I hope you all enjoyed my rant about Nintendo not doing anything, and I'm scared for them. I'm scared for whether or not they're going to help the gaming scene, or whether they're going to fall flat on their face, and then we get this whole gaming giant finally fall to its knees. Nintendo's like the longest guy, have been here for the longest now. Sony and Microsoft are pretty new. I forget what generation they came in, but the PS1 wasn't that long ago. The original Xbox wasn't that long ago. Well, in my opinion, they're long ago because I've only lived a short life, but in the grand scheme of things, they weren't that long ago. So Nintendo's been around for a while, and I don't want to see them die. So they've got to step up their game, do something that will get their consoles sold. I want to see Nintendo actually be in the runnings for the console war or something of that matter. So, like if you like this commentary, dislike if you dislike my face or something. I don't know what you dislike. Maybe you dislike the video, maybe you dislike my attitude towards everything, and then I get sad about it. No, I'm just kidding. And above all, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Maybe like this, maybe not like this. And yeah, I still need to work on the outros and stuff. This is a processor. That's an outro, right? Right? I think so. Bye.